Hello, my name is Florian Jakob. I'm going to show you around on proficloud.io, the IoT platform from Phoenix Contact. In this video, we're going to tackle the possibilities of using tables within the time series data service. Without further ado, let's dive right in. I already have my dashboard, my example dashboard open. If you don't know how to create your very first dashboard, please check a different video. So what I want to do is I want to have like the state of charge and the kilowatt hours right in a table. And that's what we are going to do next. So as usual, I'm clicking on add panel, add empty panel over here, heading over to visualization and clicking on table. So right now there's no data visible, just as usual. I'm just going to name it in brackets table, and it will be changed over here. So then I'm going to use it like this, state of charge. I'm going to name my query in percentage, for example. I'm going to select the device again, the energy storage, and going to go for state of charge. I'm going to name it state of charge as well. And that looks good. I want to show you something different. If we're taking a look at the last 30 minutes, the resolution of the data coming in is a bit odd, which is fine for this demonstration. So we have a lot of empty fields and we're going to tackle that right now. Looks good so far, but what if we want to have, for example, the state of charge in percentage and as a total number, like in the kilowatt hour. Therefore, I'm just going to copy this query real quick. I'm going to name it state of charge kilowatt hours. I'm going to rename the alias here. I'm just going to change it to something like this. And we need to select a different metric, energy content available for discharging. And now this is the standard, the default, how this table reacts. So I have the state of charge here as a column, and I can switch between state of charge in percentage or in kilowatt hour. I can do it like this and like that. So, but so far this is not really user-friendly, let's say it like this. So what I want to have is I want to have one column with the state of charge in percentage and one column with the kilowatt hours. So what I can do now is I can use the transform functionality over here, and it's very easy, scrolling to the bottom and click on prepare on time series, and there we go. We now have two columns and the time over here. That's fine, we can leave it like it is. And now let's get rid of the empty fields. So I can add a transformation again, and I can filter the data by values. So I can exclude every column, every field. It should be matching one of the conditions, and let's say the state of charge in percentage, which is fine to match, is greater or is null. And every field will now be not visible when there's no value in there. I need to do it for the sake of completion. I need to do it like this, is null. So in case the state of charge in kilowatt hour is delivering an empty field as well, or thanks to the resolution of my data, which is minutely at the moment, it should be looking like this. So far so good. And now we want to add some kind of units. Let's go for the units. In different videos, it was possible to set the units directly in the panels over here. In a different video, we also could set it in here, but since we are now talking about two different queries, I want to use the overrides functionality over here. So I can click on add an override, and we're going to go with fields with name, choose the state of charge and percentage, add override property. We are going to go for unit, and again we can use percentage with this, and there we go, there's always the percentage. So looks good so far. We're going to do exactly the same with state of charge in kilowatt hour. I'm going to add an override for fields with the name state of charge in kilowatt hour and add a property unit. Let's just type in kilowatt hour and you can see what's happening here. And that's it. In the last 3 hours we have a lot of values over here, not really changing, but that's fine at the moment. And now what we could also do is that we could add colors to the filters here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on add override property here in the percentage column, and we're going to name it thresholds, or not, we're going to select the thresholds. I can expand it, and let's say like this, the worst is red again, so the base is red, 80%, so 0, 0.8 will be green then. So as you can see, nothing is changing here at the moment, even if we set up some thresholds. So we need to set an override property, use the cell display mode. And now we can choose the background, the text, whatever, could be something like this. Or what I like to do is use the gradient gauge. And you can see that at the moment, the state of charge, it's not in the ideal area, but that's okay. If we could take a look at the last 24 hours, then you can actually see it's charging, and so that is fine. You can do that with the state of charge in kilowatt hours, with the time as well, whatever you want to have. And if you're ready, you can click on apply. Thank you very much for watching these small video snippets. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to show you around, give you a live demonstration of what we are showing here. And we are very curious about your use cases. So please reach out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.